A social media influencer will spend 3 to 9 years in prison for mowing down a mother and her children. 33-year-old Miriam Urimi taking a plea deal for killing 3 of the family members back in March.
Fox 5's Arthur Chan is live in Brooklyn, where the community says the sentence is just too light for the crime. Arthur.
Natasha, Steve, it'll happen officially here tomorrow, the sentencing, but already tonight, many are reacting to news that this driver who mowed down this mother and her children back in March will serve as little as 3 years in prison. 33-year-old Miriam Urimi was the driver who plowed into the mother and her 3 children, wiping out that Brooklyn family on Ocean Parkway. Urimi pleaded guilty to manslaughter last month. Now, of her victims, 3 died, including Diana and Deborah, along with their mother. The daughters were just 5 and 8 years old. Their mother, Natasha, was 34. Urimi was driving with a suspended license, and her car had over 90 tickets in the year leading up to the crash. But despite her history, the Brooklyn judge is about to sentence her to 3 to 9 years, and that's despite the Brooklyn DA's request for up to 15 years. Now, in a statement to Fox 5 tonight, Brooklyn District Attorney Eric Gonzalez says, quote, "The lives of Natasha Seda and her young daughters were stolen by the callous choices of a chronically reckless driver on Ocean Parkway. Though the proposed sentence falls short of the maximum we sought, it will send a clear message that reckless driving that ends in tragedy will be met with serious penalties." Now, we asked a former prosecutor from this very office if as little as 3 years sends a clear message. He explained the law to us.
This is what's called an indeterminate sentence, and so the judge can range. So the minimum is 1 to 3 years, the max is 5-15, and so the judge can basically, what he did was sort of go in the middle of those 2 potential sentences.
Is that just, in your view?
It's a situation that obviously on the outside sounds terrible, but for everyone involved, it may be just because it avoids family members of this person, of the deceased, having to come to court and testify.
Now, part of why this 3-year minimum is drawing some attention tonight is because Urimi's driving history, at least 20 of those 90 tickets we mentioned on her car were for speeding, and then at that, the vast majority of them were in school zones. Now, the city had a so-called super speeder law in place that street safety advocates say would have slowed Urimi down, but that law was allowed to expire during Mayor Adams' administration, and they did not replace it. Now, street safety advocates are lobbying once again for Albany to pass a new super speeder law.
The sad truth is that 75% of drivers with suspended licenses continue to drive anyway. This driver had a suspended license, but she still got behind the wheel. And frankly, there are lots of other drivers like her out there. We have to stop them from killing people by physically limiting the speed that their vehicle can travel at if they've proven themselves to be a repeat reckless driver.
That law passed the state Senate this year, but the state assembly held it up. Those advocates hope to take it up again next year and for it to pass next year. As for Urimi's hearing, it will be held here at this courthouse on J Street tomorrow. We'll bring you the latest when it does happen. But for tonight, we're live in downtown Brooklyn. Arthur Chan, Fox 5 News. Steve, Natasha, back to you guys.
All right, thanks, Arthur.